Sorry about that. Let me... There we go. Okay. Sorry about that. That was not my intention. But it's okay. I'm here now. Hi. It's me, Hunnie Bee. Let's see. I also need to get some music going here. My bad, my bad, my bad. God, I'm going for it for this, for this intro. I'm sorry. There was some stuff there that you didn't want to see. Just personal stuff. So, but it's okay. We got the ZA situated. We got everything else situated. We're good. We're good. We're good. Hi. Hello. There we go. Now it's chill stream time. So today, I figure we're gonna have another little drawing stream. But this time, I actually have some sketches pointed out here. And these designs, I figure we make into some stickers. If not stickers, possibly also keychains. If you guys did not know or did not see in the debut stream, I have a Ko-Fi, and I plan on making a little storefront with it. This was the... what was this one? Oh, I don't know what this is then. Oh, this is just an empty layer. I plan on making like stickers and making my own merch with it. Just cause I prefer it that way anyway. But I figure these two designs are kind of cool. Like one's a little emblem, little brooch of some sort for Honeydoe, and then this one's just a little drawing of me, like a full on drawing of me, like hello, hi. But yeah, how are you guys doing today? I know it's been a little bit here. And you're gonna be seeing me do the weird like knee scrunch down pose for a hot second and like closing my eyes because I'm gonna be drawing on my tablet and it's kind of close to my face down here. Wait a minute, Aiden isn't here. Yeah, Aiden isn't here. Yeah, time to celebrate. That's the birch. Okay. But you'll see me like kind of going down, coming back up, kind of going down, kind of going back up, because of how my model is, how my camera is, and where my tablet is. So. But otherwise, yes, Aiden isn't here. Rejoice, rejoice in the fact that Aiden is not here. We want to do like a thinner... something thinner. Oh, it's your birthday? hold on, I need to go up in the chat real quick. Oh, your birthday's in 2 days. Okay. Well, happy birthday. Happy early birthday. Gotta be kind of careful with these. It's gonna be kind of a chill stream today. Not ads. Aw, shit. Are the ads going off? That's my bad. I'm so sorry. I should have looked at that. Well, I will see you guys in a minute, I guess. For the happy birthday. For those who, do not have the ads for any reason whatsoever, hi.
These hips do lie, and they lie to you, Buck.
Shakira. Oh, gosh. Welcome back. Welcome back from Adsville. And once again, happy birthday, James. Happy birthday. I'm very sorry. Happy early birthday. I did not see that earlier. Let's see. And then... But yeah, it's gonna be a bit of a chill stream today. We're gonna just be drawing, listening to music, vibing, shooting the shit. But otherwise, yes. Like I said, I've already had these sketched out for a hot second, so... Oh. You have a bone to pick with a mouse? Alright, that's fair, man. If it seems like I'm a little bit all over the place with my drawing process here, it's because I am. You see, I have diagnosed ADHD. This is simply how I work. And I'm tired of pretending it's not. Woof. Bum, bum, dum, dum. again, sorry for the quietness here. You were witnessing me at my most locked in, and I've also just kind of gotten not a lot to really say here, but I will try my best to be entertaining nonetheless. I feel... Oh, you know... I really should outline the shirt a little better before I start going at that. I'll actually fix that really quick. There we go. That looks better. Yes. Okay. There we go. That looks a lot better. That looks quite a lot better. Quite a lot better. Some funky music going on here. I don't know if I finished my previous sentence, but, like I said, this was always gonna be the plan. I prefer making my own merch. I prefer making my own stickers and stuff like that. So... here we are, making our own stickers. Which I could, I guess, talk about the process of it, depending on how interested people are with it. I mean, I guess it also depends on whether or not you want to hand make them. Or whether or not you want to hand make them, or if you want to go to a manufacturer. I'm technically going to a manufacturer, so this technically, this is as far as handmade as it goes for me. You know, I made the design, I made the characters, I made the designs. I'm gonna make it fully drawn and outlined and colored, right? And then I send the manufacturer the design. And then they're gonna handle the rest of that. Whether or not I want keychains, whether or not I want stickers, whether or not I want books, yada yada yada. That's how that usually goes. Oh, you know, to be fair, I think I put myself too far back with that. With that sweater. Maybe, I don't know. Doesn't quite matter, does it? I just know that because I have done this before, in the past, which I guess that's also just something I could talk about. Something like, the fact that this is just something I've done before, quite a long time ago. But I had to hand make all my stuff because, you see, I was like a little teenager that didn't know how things worked and didn't know that you could actually contact a company and go, hey, I want to make stickers out of this design that I made. And they wouldn't laugh at you, you see. No, but now, then again, things have also changed quite a lot nowadays. Let me, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? Because I would like my reference, but I think I know myself enough to be able to kind of just do this by myself. Don't do what I do. I am simply afraid of showing anything else on my computer because this is on a screen share business and not exactly a by application business here. Boom. There we go. There we go. And then everything else kind of follows through after that. I could have them kind of by the side, though. That's the thing. Yeah, okay. That's what we're gonna do here. Like I said, a bit of hyper-focus today. Oh, that was a wild mix-up there. You know, but I found out somewhat recently, actually, that there were manufacturers. That's how, like, people at conventions, like, if you've ever been to a convention, that's how people at conventions get, like, their goods and make them, like, very high quality. Some of them do actually do, like, the full made work into, making stickers and, like, making their keychains, making their little trinkets, wood burning, crystal carving, etc., 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 right? And that's great. That's good for them. I appreciate that. I appreciate handmade work so much, because the hours that had to have gone into that for it to be even, like, sit upon the table that is amongst what has to be various levels of, like, rejected pieces, right? Years of hard work. That's wild. But I also understand, frankly, if I didn't understand, you know, I would not be considering this option. I also understand the work by itself drawing is, and understand why people would probably go to, say, a manufacturer. So here we are, drawing things for the manufacturer that I've contacted to go, hey, make a sticker out of this one. And they'll go, okay, and, you know, all that. but it's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Okay. But yes, so here we are. We back in the mines. Actually, we are not back in the mines. That was Monday. Oh, sorry. Is that alright for her hand also? Oops. Yeah, there's gonna be issues if I don't make this into an application at some point. But it's fine. It's all good. It's all Gucci. Man, why did I have to design myself in such a... literally in such a Sparkle Dog-ish design, where it's like both the most simple and yet the most intricate shit that I have to draw over and over again. Like, it's not bad, I can obviously do it, but like it's wild. It's wild that I'm here, it's wild that I'm doing that. Wild that I'm doing that at my age. But it's okay, it's alright, it's okay, it's alright, it's alright, it's okay. I don't know if I showed you guys, like, the full reference sheet. Actually, now that I think about it. I feel like I meant to whenever I was debuting. And then I simply forgot. But from there you can also see how segmented everything is, which I'm very proud of. All the art I've ever done... all the art ever done for Honey has been specifically me doing it myself. Who is also Honey. Hi. Hello. Gonna break the illusion here for a hot second. Hi. You know, but... boom. Ah, shit, you know? Probably... probably a good idea to do this. Oh, you know, give me a second. I think someone's home with the za, so let me go get some za really, really quick while I... see, I'm hungry. Let me get some za. Enjoy the elevator music. I returned. I returned with the Za. Mission accomplished. We got there. We did it. We did it, we did it, we did it, Reddit. Okay. Sorry. Sorry about that. I'm actually gonna eat for a hot second while we're here, but yeah. But yeah. That's what we're gonna end up doing today here. Eat some Za, make some stickers, give them to a silly manufacturer, and eventually they'll end up on the Ko-Fi. So if you want to go see that eventually, that'll be there soon. I'm sorry. This is good. This is good stuff. I forgot about my drink. And I don't want to go back downstairs. I could have my little house minion give it to me, but I think he's hanging out with his friends. Oh my god. Do you guys like Little Caesars? I feel like people really don't like Little Caesars. But and I've given my opinion on like pizzas in general and stuff like that, right? I feel like Little Caesars is better than a lot of brand pizzas, right? Like, I despise Domino's. I think that's a fair thing. But then on top of that, would I put Little Caesars above Papa John's, or would I put it above... I wouldn't put it above Pizza Hut for me, personally. That's personal. You could call me crazy for that, you can call me an absolute psychopath for that. That's fine. You can do that, but... I don't know, man. Yeah, okay, you know what? Actually, I think it would be Pizza Hut, Little Caesars, Papa John's, all the rest, and then Domino's. In terms of, like, pizza, like, brand pizza, I would, like, tolerate. Now, does that mean... Does that mean I would choose these over, like, a good, like, New York slice? No. No, absolutely not. That's... I feel like homemade and, tavern and, like, Chicago deep dish and stuff like that, the, like, hole-in-the-wall places with, like, their own pizza, those are way different than, like, say, a Pizza Hut pizza. And I feel like, I feel like that's not controversial to say. But that's the tier list I got going off of myself and brand pizzas right now. You know, sometimes Sometimes you want some greasy-ass garbage. Real greasy garbage. And that's okay. You're allowed to do that. Don't make it a habit, of course, but, you know. We will get back to drawing in a hot second here. I'm just finishing up this all. Burp. It's really funny. Like, before, like, I think the past year or so, before then, I was not about the pizza at all. I was not about pizza. My roommates would consistently go like, let's get pizza, and I'd be like, and then they go like, okay, but you never want pizza, and I'm like, I know, I never want pizza, and that's a personal preference. But over the past, like, what, several months, I think I understand pizza as like fuel for my body now. And my brain has just gone, okay, I can accept pizza if it is solely to satisfy me, right? Hey Billy, what is your favorite episode of Hunnie Bee? I love it when she talks about pizza for a long time. So, you know, that's how I'm going with it. It just, for some reason, I just suddenly went like, I want pizza. I want waffle fries. You know? Something here is not connected. That's gonna suck if it's not connected. There we go. Because then I have to smooth out some edges. I have to... Oops. Connect things that aren't connected. There. Make that more defined here. Oh, shit. Shit. Shh. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's alright. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. I feel like this song's so familiar. This was Metopia, right? I've yet to actually play that game. I need to. I feel like I mean, I have everything set up. I could honestly play it. At least for the 3DS version, not for the Switch version. Okay, that's the last of this I can start. Ugh. Move. What am I on? Oh, I'm just on some clothes. I'm fine. I can start walking it a little bit. I got some fuel in my body. Some fats, some carbohydrates. All I'm missing is the fiber. Never get your fiber, kids. Pizza is not a good alternative for any sort of fiber. Let's see here. Oh, these aren't the most exciting streams. But I appreciate anyone that's coming here to kind of chill while I draw this kind of stuff. Let's see. I could actually move that around a little bit. Squish it down just a smidge. Move it back. Fix up the line art. And bip bop bam, we've fixed a mistake. Happy little trees, you know? Happy little accents. Boom, boom, boom. I swear to God, sometimes these playlists just pull, like, whatever song out of their ass and call it Nintendo. Call it Nintendo Core, and I go, okay. Because what do you mean? What do you mean this song's Nintendo? Yeah, good. That looks fixed. Something here is overlapping. Okay, here we go. Oops. Let's put somewhere else. There we go. Breach spotted. Fucked up little line spotted. Art streams kind of do just kind of go like this, huh? Where it's just like either you're not getting anything done but you're shooting the shit, or you're getting something done but like everything is kind of, all your energy is kind of focused on the drawing. It doesn't kind of help. It really doesn't help that I didn't get a lot of sleep last night either, actually. Because like, I don't know what's with me lately, but like about 8 hours, not 8 hours, about 6 hours is where my brain kind of compromises with myself and kind of goes like, okay, to function we need at least 6, right? It used to be like 4, but now I'm not like 22 anymore, right? But used to be that like I could kind of just like function a little bit, but now I do these streams afterwards every so often, and my brain goes, the compromise here The compromise here was you and me, we take a nap after we go to work all day, you know? My work being queen. And then I go, well, that's changed a little bit here. And my brain's like, no. You're stupid. And I'm like, okay, that's fair. So that's been my life as of late. So I'm a little bit sleep deprived, just a smidge, and you can understand why, like, streaming all week was, like, kind of taking a toll on me for a sec. Why am I making the wings a black outline? They're, like, lineless. Okay, here's what we're gonna do here for this specific thing. I have to open up something in my... where's my mouse? Hi, hello. I have to open up something in my folder. I'm going to move around some stuff, and you cannot come see what is in this folder because no touchy, no looky. I'm just looking for my reference sheet. There we go. That's better. Okay. Also, if you were not there for the debut, hi, this is the reference sheet that I meant to show you guys a little bit earlier. To those who wondered what it was like to not have the hair, there it is. That's me. Bald. Listen, female pattern baldness is a real thing. It's a real thing. But it's okay, because that's not gonna happen to me for, like, at least another, like, 60, 70, maybe 200 years. This is Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Shit. Also, I am realizing I did make these way too small. But I'm also reflecting off of the model that I do have right now. And it's a stylization. I guess it kind of doesn't matter, but at the same time it sort of matters. No, you know what? It matters. It matters. It matters. It matters. It matters. Let me add it. I can always fix it. I can always fix it. Or else I'm simply just gonna be like, I'm gonna be looking at it like... I'm gonna be looking at it whenever I, like, put it up on my Ko-Fi. And I'm gonna be like, I really wish I changed that. So if I don't change it now, I will never change it, and then it's gonna be... It's gonna look gross the entire time. Here, compromise, at least, so that I'm not, like... There we go. That's a bit of a compromise here. That way I'm not, like, super hyper, like... I'm not super, fucked up about how the second pair of arms are. Not like you guys see them anyway. I really should show those off a little more. I just bring my model up like two, like maybe like one or two. Oh, the ad's in progress. My bad. That one time in the stream where I can shut the fuck up while everybody else is kind of going through an ad and they won't miss anything. Alright. Fix that up. Fix that up. Welcome back from the ads, welcome back from the ads. Need a break from the ads? Let's see. Alright, let's make sure that nothing looks off about this, and some things look a little off about this, actually, not gonna lie. There we go. See, now I'm forcing myself to talk, and now that I'm forcing myself to talk a little bit, like, it's coming out a little more naturally. So now it can be a little more entertaining. I'm still gonna look a little goofy on screen, probably. Yes, okay. That looks fine. Again, why did I do this? That's supposed to be lineless, actually. I don't know why I did that. Alright, how do I want to tackle this? That's the question. Because I could tackle this by doing one of two things. One, I color everything in first, and then the wings become part of the color. Or I do the wings separately, get that out of the way, and then color everything afterwards. I think... No, you know what? Also, that's a little close to the edge. I should probably lower that, if anything. Okay, I think here's what we're gonna do then. I think after I make sure that all of this is like fine and dandy, right? All of this looks good, all of this is fine. I'm going to color this specific part in. And then I will do the wings last, because that's kind of just... It's not the most important process, but it does kind of tie things together. So I just gotta make sure I gotta make sure everything looks dapper. Everything looks good. If this were like a regular art piece, right? Like I wouldn't care too much about mistakes, but if it's going on like stickers and stuff like that, I kind of make sure nothing's like, oops, nothing's lapping over each other and everything looks good. There we go. Good, yeah, okay. Okay. Move that down. There we go. Let's see here. Oop. There. That's better. I should probably just stay zoomed in for a little bit. Not gonna lie. Because that's gonna look way better that way. I want to say that this is new Super Mario Brothers music. I'm gonna say anyway. Did you guys see Digital Circus is getting a Fortnite collab? That was interesting. That was interesting news to come home to be fair. Wild shit. This is gonna be like the only amount of money I've given Fortnite in like how many months? How many? It's getting close to a year probably. No, it's not. Never mind. It is not. This feels like Papa's Pizzeria. Like, this is why it, like, confuses me when they say, like, they just take anything and, like, go, this is Nintendo Core. And I'm like, okay, but are you sure this is not Papa's Pizzeria? And it might not be, because I did not grow up with those games. But I am simply saying, you know, I played them recently. Perhaps they are. Okay. I think it looks better. I think it looks good, actually. Now that I think about it. Yeah, this looks good. I think this looks good. Do it be looking good? Yeah. Do it be smelling good? Questionable. Now the trick to keeping all of it in between the lines is you make sure that shit is selected and inverted. Yummy yum yum in my tummy tum tum. There we go. Alright. Honestly, if we have it like this, I can actually just use the reference sheet for the wings this way then. So alright, and then we gotta move that a little bit bigger. Turn you this way. Perfect. Layer. Duplicate. Okay. And then 69. 69, no, 60. And then 60. Perfect. There we go. The illusion. An illusion, you see. Is the bottom wing like that too? It is. And then, boom. Easy peas, lemon squeeze. Also 60. This is why it's very helpful to have reference sheets for your characters. If you ever have characters that you want to make reference sheets of, for the love of God, just do them. Just do the reference sheet. It is 10 times easier for you to go back to a reference sheet and just draw them that way than it is to just guess. Now, if you do not care, if there's a point where you kind of just don't care and you're just doing dumb doodles, like sometimes I'm doing that, right? It does not matter at that point. Do whatever you want. But if you're trying to make something somewhat semi-professional, do not be afraid to go back to your damn reference sheet. Like, do not be afraid to do that. Put a layer folder within the layer folder, you see. See, perfect. Perfect. Ooh. Ooh. Fuck it up, Kevin. Yeah, 80% on these. put that there. Perfect. And then 80%. 80. 3 birds, 1 stone, you know. We're working with it. We're working with it. Alright, I have the wings structured in a specific segment. Okay. Okay, and then I'm going to have to do these kind of individually. Because it would be better to have them segmented on a rule of individual wings than it would be to come on now. Very easy way to segment your wings, by the way. I have to move that down, sorry. Circle, divide by 3. And then random little Hachi over here in 4 different places. Boom. Segmented wings. Easy. Easy, 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 easy. And then I put this down to 20... Not 23, 20%, please. And it's segmented, and it looks like a wing. Huzzah! There it is! Your wing! Your wing, Your Majesty! Because this is further back, you do not have to draw the circle. So you can kinda just fuck it up, Kevin. Oops. Oopsies. Sorry, I'm getting confused a little bit here. I'm gonna put that down to 20. And once again, another segmented wing. What will she think of next? How about a third one? This one's not really all that thought out. It's simply that you just divide it in half and do a couple segments. Boom. A third! A third, much smaller wing, obscured by the whole of her body. Truly. Innovation at its finest. But that's the wings taken care of, so I don't have to actually worry about that now. Thank God. Oh gosh. Oh my. Oh me, oh my, oh me, oh my. But now we're back to this. Boom, okay. Now we're back to this. Now, the base colors for me are indeed, this yellow and this white. More of a cream, really. But now we simply carefully paint it on. Some people do this in a much faster, more efficient way. That I am not one of those people. I will simply do what I'm doing now, and that will be it. Oof, wait. Boom. Oh, it doesn't go up to that high of the face, actually, now that I look at it. I get covered up by some markings. Gotta draw the deer part and then the bee parts. Is there anything else that has cream in it? Besides me later tonight. Doesn't look like it. Okay, so we can work with the markings now. Oops. I might be too occupied with this to transition into a game. Later on, because I still have to do the brooch. Or the emblem design here, which I think looks good. I think it's actually really cute. I quite like this. But that's just me. Sure this is Stardew Valley or some form of Stardew Valley like. I'm pretty sure anyway, right? Like I said. They really do just be calling anything Nintendo Core these days. Sorry, I'm gonna be a little meticulous with this. Mainly because I do have to be paying attention to, like, where the paint and everything is going. I'm wondering if I should stay with flats for this one. Because it could just look good with flats. And maybe like too much... too much everything else might end up being worse for it. Okay. Oh no, wait, sorry, that was the wing. My bad. There might be a problem here, Houston. There might not be a problem, to be fair. Perhaps the problem was the friends we made along the way. I forgot this also. Okay. Nobody I know, right? I mean... No. Nobody I know, really. Okay. That's fine, it's whatever. Trying to make it not look super choppy here. Should I... You know, the reds can actually probably go with the spots. I once again apologize for not being super talkative outside of this. Like I said, sometimes there are days where you just lock in, and some days you are good to just kind of like yap and yap and yap and yap. This is one of those days where I'm just locking in. I try not to fill these streams with as much silence as I possibly can, but sometimes it happens, and I'm very sorry. Boom. Go. This is why we double check, because I would have totally missed that pixel, and that would That could look wrong for anybody. Let's see here. Okay, that's all the other ones, and then I just need the eyes. Eyes need to look better. The eyes need to look eye-like, you see. The eyes are like the window to the eyes. The eyes are the windows to the eyes. Eye time. I never really understood the idea of the eyes being the windows to the soul. Because people can have pretty deceiving eyes, right? At least I thought so, right? Her eyes aren't like that anymore. Perfect. There we go. There we are. And we're partially there. Now all that's left is the clothing. Ba-da-ba-da-bum. 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 Let's see. There we are. That would probably work a little better for filling in the clothing. Like I said, the select tool is like your best friend. I forgot to do that shit. Fuck, 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 fuck. Fuck, 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 fuck. Fuck, 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 fuck. Fuck, 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 fuck. Shit, fuck, 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 shit. It's okay, it's not really that big of a deal, to be fair. It's not the biggest deal on the planet, it's just frustrating. I think it works. I think it works for what it is. It works for what it is. I'm not gonna worry too much about it. Oops. Remember when I said I was gonna carefully paint around things? Wow. That was wild. Those are good times, huh? Sucks to suck, I guess, at me. There we go. Wait. I saw that small line of yellow popping out. Golden of some sort. Da-dum, 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 da-da-da-da. Okay. Ba-ba. I'm pretty sure, yeah, no, this is probably like the end from Miitopia. Like I said, didn't play that game. I could play that game. There's absolute possibility for me to play that game. Now the question is, do we take the funny route or do we take like the more genuine route where like funny route means like we could probably like put in a bunch of Miis that we found online. I don't know if you can scan them nowadays, but like, you know, we could just put them in, make them ourselves. Or do we do like a more genuine route where like we just make silly OCs, or like I just put some honey dough in there. I put some of y'all in there. And then we use the randomizer to just make whatever. I do not have a steady hand, and I think if people do, they're lying. Having a steady hand in this economy? Tell me you grew up rich. Tell me you grew up with parents that didn't smoke. Oh gosh, my back. I'm shrimping a little bit. I'm shrimping a little bit. You need to not shrimp so much. How dare I? How dare I shrimp? How dare I simp? That's something totally different, actually. That goes there. There we go. That works better. Oh, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. See, that already looks a lot better, right? Okay. Another round of painting very carefully around things you've already established. Whoa, you know? I could have probably made that a lot more solid, but honestly, I like the idea that it's like more round, or like it's like more round. There's no like active like shape for the little heart belt. I don't know why. It looks nicer to me that way. Something... Post to you guys once the ad break's over here. Welcome back from Adsville. A good technique to do when you're coloring is to block out, like, exactly what part of the item that you're drawing. Just block that out and outline it with the color that you want it to be. And that way, when you get done, boom, boom. Now, I got a little careless here. I need to fix up this. But that's also just because I am very careless in general, and it can happen. Da, da, da. Oh, I guess this was also cream, huh? Do you think people would care for commissions? Yeah. Maybe that's for something later down the line or something. And there's a couple of dots I missed here. Yes indeed. See, this is where I probably should have used the method. Because it also avoids stuff like this, where you're painting over things, and you miss little bits of your base color. The goal really here is, if, like, you zoom in at any part of the picture, like, nothing's missing, right? Everything just looks good. Oh yeah, you know what? I forgot those spots too. Woof. Forgetting my own design? It's like I haven't seen it in, like, years. Ooh. There we go. That's better. There we go. That looks a little better. Okay. Yeah, straight up, this is Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Have you guys ever played Pokemon Mystery Dungeon? It's like one of my favorite Pokemon games. I'm a big, I love the spin-offs for Pokemon quite a lot. My first Pokemon game actually was not like a mainstay Pokemon game. It was Pokemon Troze. Which, if you do not know, it was this puzzle game where it was basically like a Bejeweled, like, it's like Bejeweled but Pokemon. Oh yeah. There we go. How do I do this? Oh, yeah, there we go. Band. Band hammer. There we go. Sorry. We had a little breacher here. There. Like I said, usually I wouldn't care too much about what is going on with all of this. But I do care when I'm doing something somewhat like, hello, thank you. Made this easier for myself by making this the same color, so it doesn't really matter if that overlaps. Oh, oops. Let's see. I'm gonna get to the fun part in a hot second. Ugh. Oops. Whoopsies, oopsies, oopsies. That's not supposed to happen. So firstly, we get to turn this to 80. And then I get to rip up the tights. Rip up the tights a little bit. There we go. Sorry. Alright, so there's the full. There we go. Now it looks more ripped. There we go. Alright. Phew. Sorry, I'm a-thinking here. Because we could play around with, like, some effects here. Like, I could play around with, like, how, like, some shading looks, how, like... if I put, like, a little, like, overlay ring, if I did, like... I mean, I think here's my thing. I kind of want to do something with the hair because it looks a little too flat. Right? But that brings the question. Also, I forgot. Give me a second. Give me a moment. I didn't put the color for the belt on there. Belt buckle for that. Belt buckle, blah, on there. There we go. That's better. Okay. But if we're working with her, we're working with this. If we do that, it's not bad. I just feel like I'm overdoing it by that point, but I also feel like this is underdoing it, so... maybe. I don't know. Maybe that's the solution? I don't know. You know, I think that's overdoing it. That could be overdoing it, but... I don't know. I think she's fine the way she is here. I think she's good. I think she's fine. Okay. So... she gets done. then you are next. Now this is a little more... Although it's simple, it's a little more tedious because I don't know exactly... what colors I want this to be yet. Because we could do a million things here. Also, oh, it's... Pretty sure now. Here. Here. There we go. That feels a little better. That feels like better music. Alright. So back to the matter of this. I mean, I guess we start with an outline, but at the same time, do we want... No, we do want an outline, I think, right? Maybe. Because like I said, like, we start with the outline. Forgetting totally that I did this with the symmetry tool. Can I bring back the symmetry tool? That'd be cool. That'd be awesome. Cool. Brought back the symmetry tool. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Ah, we're Gucci. We're Gucci. Yes, apply the damn transformation. What are you talking about? Then, because here's the thing, we can either do thick lines all around or thinner lines and make it real, like, windy. Right? And I kind of don't know whether or not I want to do either. Right? Like, I think the brooch is the little brooch is cool and shit, but like, are we? Ominous song that happens when you don't know whether or not to do thick lines or thin lines. I mean, I think it does just fine the way it is here, right? I think it's fair. I think it's good. the lines for this, do you think? So I could bring out the lines and kind of bullshit my way through things. Well, actually, let's do the background on another layer. Bring down the symmetry tool. And then everything's good. Everything's Gucci, right? Probably. Now, firstly, I need to lower this. But that way, if I come across, like, a need for color change, it doesn't change the entire color for everything. It kind of just does what it needs to. I appreciate people who are able to draw perfect hexagons, by the way. Because I don't know how the fuck these people are doing it. Ooh. Let's see if that works a little bit. Because now I've come to a point where I'm like, wait a second, how is this working then? I mean, it works for what it is here, right? I don't hate the design. I still like it. Well, now that just looks like a dumb... Now that just looks dumb. Eh. We do not connect it from those lines, please. See, I could see this becoming a keychain of some sort. Or like a badge. But that's dependent on whether or not I want to make it into that eventually. There we go. That was better. Stained glass art would probably be a good idea for this, right? How does one stain a glass? You see. Oops. Oh, you know, I probably should fix that out a little bit. You know, to be fair, I don't think it'd look half bad. I do not think it'd look half bad. I think it's much. But if I turn this into like a... If I turn this into like a stained glass painting of some sort, or window or something like that, some kind of art, it would probably work, right? I'm also not opposed to just like scrapping this one altogether. We could just have some fun with like some, you know what? That's what we're gonna do. We're going to put this in a folder. New layer folder, please. I'm gonna put this in a folder. We're gonna turn that off for a sec, right? She looks good. She's fine. But now, I'm wondering what else we're gonna draw here. Oof. Yeah, that's an idea. I mean, I think that's simple. I think that's fine and simple, right? Probably. Maybe. Brainstorming a little bit here. Simply. Because, like, that's not a bad idea. This isn't a bad idea. I could refine it a little bit off screen later and, like, really figure out what would make it tick. You guys have any input? Let me know. Oh, my back. I'm gonna need, like, a redeem just to unshrimp. Because I keep forgetting that I shrimp a little bit whenever I whenever I start drawing. Let's see here. We are starting to come up on like 2 hours. I'm wondering if it would be wise to simply call the first thing being done like good enough? Maybe? Perhaps? And I can refine like some of this a little later. Maybe we should round it out in 3s. We'll give it to like 2 hours 15 seconds. Not 2 hours. 2 hours 15 minutes-ish. And then after that I'll go, okay. Time to raid someone. In the meantime, we can start brainstorming some more ideas. You probably would want one of yourself, right? Although, it really is dependent on whether or not I don't know. I could also do another... I mean, we could probably just simplify it, right? We could probably just simplify the damn thing, right? I don't know. I don't know. Here's my thing. I'm okay. I'm okay with having just this right now and then brainstorming some other stuff. Probably. Later on. I mean, look, I even had the sketch for this one to come out real well, honestly, because honestly, this could... I think this would make a good sticker, personally. I can sketch around some other stuff later on. I think I'm also just a little, like, worn out because, honestly, I did not get a lot of good sleep over the past couple days. So I think I need a moment and a nap. So, you know, I think I'm okay with calling this a success. Ending the stream a little, like, an hour earlier. And then coming back to you guys on Friday. Yeah, on Friday. I can do it on Friday, yeah. Let's just do that. Again, I'd call this a success. I'm very sorry I haven't been, like, talking too much during this entire thing. Like I said, locking in a little bit. But the results, I feel, speak for themselves, because, like, look at that. There is an ad that's about to go on here. And I'll wait till y'all are back from it for me to raid somebody. Ugh. I don't know, given everything. I think it's good enough for what it is. We could even eventually, like, cause, well, I'll wait till you guys are back. It doesn't look bad at all here. To be fair, to be fair, to be fair. Alright, cool. Breaks ended, it says. I mean, what I was trying to say before was, this seems like a good success, personally. And then on top of that, I had plans to do, more fandom related designs, like with interests that I've had, which will also end up somewhere on the Ko-Fi whenever like those are available as stickers or keychains or lanyards or whatever I want to do here. Simply because, you know, I like drawing. I like making this kind of stuff. Let me get me over to just chatting here. Alright, cool. I know those ones aren't exactly as lively. We will be back on Friday for the continuation of Gemporium. I need to take a goddamn nap. So bad. So bad. But it's what it is, it's what it is. I'm just sleepy. I'm just not in it today. So, I will actually bring you guys over to Mizuki Kaida? Yeah, Mizuki Kaida. Alright. Oh, no. Oh, is it offline? Oh, no. Oh, I didn't even know. My bad. I thought she was live. Might be. She must have just gotten off. How about frogs again, then? We'll do frogs. Frogs is fine. Alright. I will see you guys again on Friday, like I said, for the continuation of, oh my god. You can tell I'm, like, really out of it. Like, I am not here. The continuation of Gemporium, and, eventually, you know, we'll do another drawing stream probably next week, and probably have a few more designs out here that I can line art whenever and like talk to you guys about. So I will see you guys then. Frogs will keep you company. We'll start the raid. So I will see you guys. Goodbye. Goodbye.
I remember when Jimmy used to add a bit more in here. Oh my gosh! Thank you so much for the raid, Hunnie Bee! Thank you, my friend. How was your stream? Spotify might be looking too loud. I remember Jenny used to chat a bit more in here and you'd say it in chat. Yeah. Jimmy's got more important things to do nowadays. Sleepy, locked in drawing stream. Oh my gosh, I'm also good at sleepy. I hope you had a good time. If you want to share art tags, I'd love to see what you were working on. Links are enabled. If you want to rate and dash and, you know, go pee, go eat, get a snacky, go to sleep, I totally get that. Yes, huge raid moment. Oh wait, I'm trying to get this set up. I'm so bad at typing commands. There we go. HoneyexBee. That's such a cute name. I was designing some merch for my Ko-Fi. Oh, that's so cool. I don't have any links. If you just like take a screenshot and send it in a Discord DM, you can just like copy that image link if you want to share. If you don't yet, I totally understand. But I remember I'd raid before and people were like, do you want to share? I'm like, how do I share? It's not posted anywhere. But I appreciate the raid, and I hope your stream was good, and I hope you get good sleepy. I'm also trying to be locked in, but not very at the moment. I've been wanting to make a Ko-Fi, and like a Patreon or whatever, but I just don't know what to provide for people. I think I'll lock and draw an OC ref sheet. Do it, twin, do it. Let's all lock in and draw ref sheets together. Hello, Josh Boot.